Welcome to our channel Everett English. Today video. Stop saying very, 200 plus vocabulary. Very angry, furious. Very beautiful, gorgeous. Very old equals ancient. Very painful equals excruciating. Very perfect equals flawless. Very good equals excellent. Very bad equals awful. Very big, massive. Very boring, dull. Very noisy, deafening. Very poor, destitute. Very cheap, stingy. Very clean, spotless. Very short, brief. Very difficult, arduous. Very dry, arid. Very quick, rapid. Very bad, awful. Very smart, intelligent. Very sad, sorrowful. Very upset, distraught. Very cold, freezing. Very strong, forceful. Very huge, colossal. Very calm, serene. Very ugly, hideous. Very small, petite. Very funny, hilarious. Very quiet, hushed. Very rich, wealthy. Very expensive, costly. Very dirty, filthy. Very tall, towering. Very easy, effortless. Very wet, soaked. Very slow, sluggish. Very good, excellent. Very stupid, idiotic. Very happy, ecstatic. Very exciting, exhilarating. Very warm, hot. Very weak, frail. Very little, tiny. Very bright, luminous. Very busy, swamped. Very careful, cautious. Very clear, obvious. Very colorful, vibrant. Very confused, perplexed. Very creative, innovative. Very crowded, bustling. Very dear, cherished. Very deep, profound. Very empty, desolate. Very excited, thrilled. Very fancy, lavish. Very fat, obese. Very friendly, amiable. Very glad, overjoyed. Very great, terrific. Very heavy, leaden. Very hungry, starving. Very hurt, battered. Very large, huge. Very lazy, indolent. Very long, extensive. Very loose, slack. Very accurate, exact. Very afraid, fearful. Very clever, intelligent. Very cute, adorable. Very dull, tedious. Very eager, keen. Very evil, wicked. Very fast, quick. Very fierce, ferocious. Very light, luminous. Very lively, animated. Very lovely, adorable. Very mean, cruel. Very messy, slovenly. Very nice, kind. Very often, frequently. Very old, ancient. Very open, transparent. Very pale, ashen. Very perfect, flawless. Very powerful, compelling. Very pretty, beautiful. Very rainy, pouring. Very scared, petrified. Very scary, chilling. Very serious, grave. Very sharp, keen. Very shiny, gleaming. Very shy, timid. Very simple, basic. Very skinny, skeletal. Very smooth, sleek. Very soft, downy. Very sorry, apologetic. Very special, exceptional. Very sure, certain. Very sweet, thoughtful. Very talented, gifted. Very tasty, delicious. Very thirsty, parched. Very tight, constricting. Very tiny, minuscule. Very tired, exhausted. Very wide, expansive. Very willing, eager. Very windy, blustery. Very wise, sage. Very worried, distressed. Very poor equals destitute. Very clean equals spotless. Very short equals brief. Very bad equals awful. Very lazy equals indolent. Very fat equals obese. Very noise equals deafening. Very old equals ancient. Very painful equals excruciating. Very perfect equals flawless. Very good equals excellent. Very bad equals awful. Very careful equals cautious. Very boring equals dull. Very ugly equals hideous. Very quiet equals silent. Very lazy equals indolent. Very accurate equals exact. Very noise equals deafening. Very cold equals freezing. Parched. Very cold equals freezing. Very clever equals brilliant. Very stupid equals idiotic. Very thin equals gaunt. Very quiet equals silent. Very large equals hue. Very happy equals ecstatic. Very exciting equals exhilarating. Very good equals excellent. Very stupid equals idiotic. Very wet equals soaked. Very careful equals cautious. Very slow equals sluggish. Very clear equals obvious. Very busy equals swamped. Very angry equals furious. Very beautiful equals gorgeous. Very big equals massive. Very boring equals dull. Very poor equals destitute. Very clean equals spotless. Very short equals brief. Very bad equals awful. Very lazy equals indolent. Very fat equals obese. Very afraid equals terrified. Very often equals frequently. Very willing equals eager. Very valuable equals precious. Very busy equals swamped. Very mean equals cruel. Very colorful equals vibrant. Very nice equals kind. Very old equals ancient. Very strong equals unyielding. Very worried equals distressed. Very clear equals obvious. Very soft equals downy. Very stupid equals idiotic. Very ugly equals hideous. Very wicked equals villainous. Very fat equals obese. Very afraid equals terrified. Very often equals frequently. Very smooth equals sleek. Very testy equals delicious. Very tired equals exhausted. Very neat equals immaculate. Very risky equals perilous. Very afraid equals fearful. Very evil equals wicked. Very smart equals intelligent. Very good equals excellent. Very warm equals hot. Very large equals huge. Very long equals extensive. Very soft equals downy. Very special equals exceptional. Very simple equals basic. Very shy equals timid. Very sharp equals keen. Very serious equals grave. Very sad equals sorrowful. Very rich equals wealthy. Very clean equals spotless. Very happy equals ecstatic. Very little equals tiny.